Hello everyone and welcome back to The Pokeclan, the most cringy things in the 1980s. I am your host, well it's me of course, hello. In today's video, people are getting jealous of Irys, the new Hololive model. Now I did a little video of reacting to her, and when I saw this, I'm like, oh, what the actual I'm here to react to this, give my honest opinion on it, and let's just fucking go.
A portion of Vtuber Twitter seems to have a real problem with jealousy. When they see someone else succeed, instead of being happy for them, they get really salty, really mad, and really toxic. This tweet's been
Well, I mean, it's fucking Twitter, what do you expect?
making the rounds. It says the new Hololive singer Irys debuted 2 days ago and has 238,000 followers on Twitter. As an indie EN VTuber, how does that make you feel?
How does it make me feel? Well, fucking way to go. That's how it makes me feel.
I ask because I see a lot of VTubers being demoralized by Irys. I'm curious to see what my community thinks. So I'm not a VTuber, but I do post content every day. I'm on the grind, so I like to comment on this regardless. It's taken me a number of years to get to like 30,000 followers on Twitter. How do I feel about Irys getting over 200,000 in 2 days? Well, I'm happy for her.
There we go. Even the most smallest of YouTubers, VTubers, Twitch streamers, I can't speak for all of them, but I can speak for the majority of them. They will turn around and say, good on her.
All, and I enjoy watching people succeed. Enough about me though. Here's some takes from VTubers, including in a moment, Fruit and Snuffy.
It kinda sucks that she mostly just kinda lucked out on getting picked, since there were likely people just as good as her that just didn't get in.
What the fuck? When it comes to it, there is no luck. They have a very strict guideline, and on top of that, rules to uphold. She must have gone through hell on earth, or in a sense, to get where she is. So, that's just my honest opinion.
Also that Hololive is quite a close community and that she couldn't really do stuff with us to help out like how we often do.
You know, like in a way, Hololive is Hololive can be a closed community. It can be, you know, if it was a closed community, then none of us would actually have the luxurious to watch them, and that's my honest opinion. They're not really much of a closed community. They're more of an open community. Like, if anything, like that's kind of like where I'm seeing this at.
Well, the fact is, Hololive tends to only pick pre-existing talent, and the rumor about Irys' prior channel is that it's one that's done very well for herself, including a video over 100 million views.
Well, there you go. She was something before Hololive. She put in the hard work, effort, and dedication just to do what she can, and on top of that, she was chosen based off of her skills alone. You don't become a CEO of a company just by pure luck alone. You have to work as hard as you fucking can in order to become as dedicated to what you want to do, and that's what she did. So no, it wasn't based on pure luck. She worked, simple as that. She worked, she tried, she failed, she erred, she kept pushing on, and she succeeded.
It's a very popular song. So maybe there's a little luck involved, but this is mostly hard work paying off. Don't kid yourself. And here's another take.
If you, as an indie, are being demoralized by a company-backed talent, I don't think you have the proper awareness of yourself and your audience. If you casually play basketball with friends on the weekend, you don't compare yourself to NBA champions. Focus on your own small wins. Do I think it's fair? Not really, but it is what it is.
I don't understand the first part. All I can think about, right, is that, okay, sweet, you casually play basketball with your friends on the weekend, but you don't compare yourself to NBA champions. Alright, like, me personally, that's in the wrong, because, because if you set yourself up to fail, and if you consider that as a fail and never try it again, then that's when you've quitted. But if you keep pushing yourself far beyond the limitations on what you think is accomplishably done, you will become, in this case, an NBA champion. I don't compare myself to anyone because I am my own person. When it comes to other YouTubers and VTubers, I am not jealous of their success, fuck no. But if anything, I will look at that particular person and turn and go, okay, you are in a rivalry where it's all fair game, no dirty tricks, nothing like that at all. I am not comparing myself, I'm considering it as an equalization of a rivalry. Like even like something like PewDiePie, like there's no way in hell that I can stand up to PewDiePie. But at the end of the day, he's just a regular YouTuber. He's just a regular human being. Sure, he's created content far beyond anyone's expectations and still grinding till this day. And you know what? His success was done on his according. And if you're gonna turn around and tell me that he only got successful based off luck alone, then you are more idiotic than me. And that's saying something from a guy with a learning disability as well as partial brain damage. Like, oh my fucking god.
It is. They have their own ingrained and established audience, while myself and other indies have to build it up.
Yeah, so what? I gotta build up my community. I don't give a fuck. Because at the end of the day, I can proudly say that it is my community. Not PewDiePie's community, not Nux's community. Give or take that my community alone could turn around and say, oh yeah, no, we watch other YouTubers. I don't give a fuck. I watch other YouTubers. I mean, hell, I'm watching this right now, aren't I?
The only person you should be comparing yourself to is yourself last month.
I kind of agree with that, but at the end of the day though, you can compare yourself and that's fine, but in order to physically succeed, like in my honest opinion, to me, like, I don't compare myself to myself, just because if I did that on a regular basis, then to be honest, I don't think I'd get anywhere. Like, to me, I'm a very competitive person, but saying so, I don't care if I fucking succeed. If one person succeeds and if I don't, if I gotta put in the work, that just means that I'm not putting much in the work in. And then afterwards, comparing yourself to someone else is a blessing and a curse, but it depends on how you take it upon from that. So let's say, for an example, like if I compared myself between me and we'll go with Nux Talk. People take that he started YouTube way before I even started. If I was gonna compare myself to him, right? Yeah, it depends on how you moralize it. I don't compare the video quality, I don't compare the view count. The only thing that I compare is content quality to see who can get to the next step faster. And that is it. I'm not gonna go out of my way and turn and go, don't watch Nux, he's a bad person. Because he's not a bad person. I'm not gonna say that shit just to demoralize someone else's fortune that they have worked so hard to obtain, just for my own greed. Because no, that's fucked.
Well, that's a much better take, but it still comes off as a little salty to me. The whole, oh, they're company-backed, and we're not.
There you go.
That argument would have more merit if there weren't individual streamers and creators without company backing, so to speak, that are still just as successful as Hololive idols, in some situations even more successful. Now, here's a much better take. You shouldn't be comparing yourself to someone else in the first place. Irys wasn't handed this to her anyways. She had to work to get where she is. So I don't know what these people are thinking.
Thank you. This I can agree with.
And here's what Fruit has to say. Sora Tokino, the first member of Hololive, debuted to only 13 people. It's thanks to Hololive that we all, as VTubers, have a chance to shine in the industry. Every member in Hololive has worked so hard against thousands of other applicants. If anything, they deserve more.
Who knows? I don't know their situation, so I can't say much. I can't say much at all.
Back to these tweets about corporate backing, though. I just think this really downplays Irys' success, and not just Irys, but literally every Hololive idol as well. I mean, to just say they're only successful because of corporate backing, that's kind of messed up in my opinion. It's also just flat out not true, as we've already established. Hololive tends at this point in time at least to pick pre-existing talent. And like this tweet, for example.
Alright, that's another thing as well, right? Pre-existing talent. The talent was already there. They had worked their absolute hardest in order to obtain and master that talent. How is it fair that that people are saying no? How is it fair that people are saying no, this is not right because they're getting more popular because of the talent that they honed and mastered for years? Just like the old saying was, Rome wasn't built in a day. A pianist, a violinist, a singer, a creator, every person that specializes in one thing will say it was not done in a day.
Says she has a multi-million-dollar marketing campaign behind her. That's just not true. The whole company of Hololive is worth around $10 million.
$10 million? Get the fuck out of here. I might be an idiot, but I'm not a fucking fool.
Are you sure about that?
Like 6 months ago, so it's probably gone up since then. But the point is, they're not spending multi-million-dollar marketing campaigns on like every idol and all that. You know, it just comes off as a coping mechanism to me. This is hard work at play. And
yeah, it is really hard work.
Again, Irys was already successful before she was with Hololive, and again, There are plenty of individual creators and streamers who are finding success in this exact same space of entertaining people every day, and they don't have corporate backing either, so come on. I could actually take this point even further. It also kind of downplays Hololive's success. Hear me out on this one. You know, Hololive was started as a little startup company. It's actually a pretty awesome story. Started in the VR, AR space, then he started doing the idle thing, found success there, gets more and more investors, has more and more success, more debuts. You know, it's been a whole process. It's not that they're just magically this $1 million company now. No, man.
And that's what I mean. Like I said before, Rome wasn't built in a day. This small little company managed to use their big brain abilities in order to succeed and succeed and succeed. And then upon from that, look at it now. They can now stand up and rival the majority of most somewhat bigger companies. And to be honest, I applaud them for that.
And they've worked hard to get there. That's actually a big problem on Twitter in general. They see someone having success, and they don't think about the entire process and all the hard work it took to get there, the years of blood, sweat, and tears, so to speak. They just see the success, they get jealous, they say, I want that, I deserve to have it. Anyways, here's what Snuffy has.
People who think like that will never get far in life. There are people who are born in this world. There are two types of people. People that are born with fame and fortune, and the other ones who are born into broken and devastated families. I am the one that was born into the broken and devastated family. But upon from that, the more that you put in, the more that you can turn around and say that I'm happy with this. And on top of that, if you quit, that is up to you. But keep it in mind though, the people that are already rich, they would have had to struggle in the same aspect on what people coming from regular families or broken families. You're born in a shitty situation, okay, but it is up to you to actually push far beyond to what you think is set to limitations. I mean, like, look at me, right? Like I talked before in one of my previous videos, in my 300 video. Like I said before, I was born in a crappy ass home. I have no dad. I was raised by child safety. And upon from that, just a bit more of a kick in the pants, I have a learning disability. I have a bit of brain damage. But just to show that not just myself, but the entire fucking world, that even something so small, as long as you don't give up, you can succeed.
Saying these people are undeserving or don't work hard enough is ignorant. A lot of them are opening doors for the rest of us too.
Yeah, they really are.
Just be the best at what you can be. Focus on yourself. Wow, that was a really wholesome take. Nobody could be mad at that one, right?
They don't work hard though, they literally work even less when they arrive in Hololive. Irys used to make great original content, now she's just streams. Carly is the hardest working member, the other ones just use the brand name of Hololive and just chill off that. Same thing.
DC here gave the perfect response. How to tell you've never watched anyone in Hololive.
DC coming in with a fucking clutch.
GG, well played. Alright,
yes.
That's it for this one. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed. I might post something funny coming right up. If not, I'll catch you tomorrow for the next.
But anyway guys, if you guys liked the video, don't leave a like, but smash that like button. If you guys disliked the video, what's simple as this? Just simply fuck off. But also, do not forget to subscribe for latest content. And on top of that, I'll talk to all of you son of a guns later.